The creature's in that room, isn't he? I mean, What's going on, everybody? My name is Dan's Off the Wall, and welcome back to Amnesia, The Dark Descent. And with that, we're just gonna roll right back into where we left off. Oh, that's cool. Like, as I hover over it, it reads me the words. That's awesome. That's awesome. It's because my name's Daniel. Fun fact, that is how my eyes work. It's locked and it will not open without a key. Okay, to find a key. I wonder if I forgot it. I bet you I forgot it down on the table down below. I bet you money I forgot it on the table down below. All right, let's go check real quick. Just gonna take a little peek-sees, shall we? Just a little peek-sees. He fell to the kitchen floor. Tears were beginning to well in his eyes as he received the first kick in his stomach. Hazel remained hidden, in fear she would too be punished. Feels bad, man. Feels bad. Just gonna hop from light source to light source. Ooh, big nope. Ooh, my knees. Oh, my kneecaps. I can't see my feet. That's how badly I damaged my kneecaps. Yeah. No? All of that work and you would just not reward me? Pathetic. That's it. Worst game design ever. I'll say it. I'll say it. What are these noises? Oh, I can open the drawers. Hello. Okay, I'm just gonna gently send you there. Aha! A tinderbox. So many goodies I missed. I need to be a little more careful. What are you? One day I'll return. If it wasn't for the thought of you, my love, I wouldn't be able to go on. When I find myself doing terrible things, I take comfort in you. As long as I'm able to think of you and long for a life together, I know I'm better than the others. I weep for them. They lust for power without restraint, where I only crave fair judgment and a safe return. Okay. 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 All right. Well, clearly there's nothing down here anymore, so I think... Sir, I resent that statement. Clearly I'm, A-okay to move on along. So, key's not down here, so, you know, I probably just packed it upstairs. It's all good. It's all good. A fragrant taste of rose lingered in his mouth. Turkish delights. I already read that. Okay. Constantinople. I'd like to see Constantinople. I guess up the stairs we go, my friends. My chads, my fellow chads. Something gives me the... Yeah, I wonder why. Okay. Ah, you sneaky little bastard. We got tinderboxes on tinderboxes on tinderboxes on tinderboxes. We matching like hell. We swiping right like hell up in this biatch. Archives. What's down here? Whole lot of nothing, that's what. A lot of things I'm not interested in. To the archives we go. Let's go. Ladies and gents, let's find out what has happened to our archives. The door slammed shut behind him and he knew he would never again see the old tailor at Berkeley Square. Another lone soul in London. Seemed appropriate somehow. I think I read that one too. This is very ominous. Someone there? There's a little piece of paper here.
16th of May, 1839. The unflinching African sun has continued to plague our expedition, making it impossible to dig until dusk. How Professor Herbert managed to find the location in these vast plains of nothingness remains a mystery to me. When I asked him about the tomb again, he told me about the legend of Tin Hunnam, the mother of us all. An interesting story in its own right, but I can't help feeling there's more. Later that evening, we uncovered a passage beneath the dunes leading to a sand-covered stone structure. The professor was confident it was the tomb we sought and ordered the others to clear the way late into the dark, cold night. Tomorrow, I shall lead the men into the ancient structure, hoping to reach the burial chamber. No matter what the professor is keeping from me, the dig should yield something interesting to take back to London and the British Museum.
I mean, I appreciate the narrative help, my goodness, my friend, but you're being a little inconsistent with it. Sometimes I gotta read, sometimes you're the one who's reading. Freaking roaches, man. Ah, I see what you're doing. Every time I slide this open, you're gonna make a little sound like you're something clever, like you're so funny. Well, you know what? I'm not scared of you anymore. I am choosing to not be scared of your little antics anymore. Can I? Nope. Okay. Nope. All right. That's fine. That's fine. I wasn't all that curious anyway. I'm not scared. I'm just cautious. Just a wee bit. Cautious. Safety reasons we're closing these doors. Safety, purely safety. I'm just worried about the safety of the public. Nothing more, nothing less. That's right. Aha, Tinderbox. Perfect. I'm just hearing these random footsteps that I don't feel like I should be hearing. What? No narration this time? Fine, I'll do it. I hereby offer my full attention and services to Alexander, Baron of Brennenburg. The contract will reign for a total of 3 years, when my freedom shall return to me. In addition, Alexander, Baron of Brennenburg, is to recommend my service at the Prussian royal court and within the sanctum of the Order of the Black Eagle. May no man break the seal. Wilhelm, House of Garrick. Okay, well, looks like we got a little bit of serfdom going on, you know, a little bit of serfdom, you know, a little indentured servitude, also known as a college internship. Peeking for safety, that is all. See, everybody's safe, we're good. Nothing to see here, nothing to worry about. Man, it's so sunny outside. I wish I could not be in this massive place. Hello? I heard a noise. Why did I hear a noise? I don't feel like I should have heard a noise.
17th of May, 1839. My hands tremble as I write. I feel a need to document my tribulation, for I fear that my memory will fail me if I linger. Today, I took some men and ventured into the dark, ancient passage we uncovered. Our torches burned faintly in the murky air as we slowly made our way underground. The men were superstitious and fearful. They argued loudly, and I felt their strange language getting to me. I mustered my strength and yelled at them to continue down the slopes and broken steps.
How brave. How brave.
The crudely carved passage confused me. It looked much older than the 4th century structure we had expected. The twisting path emerged into a great antechamber. The walls were lined with statues unlike any I'd ever seen. Despite their unearthly quality, I felt a strange familiarity toward them, which haunts me still. At the far end of the chamber, a great slab of stone sealed off whatever lay ahead. I gave the order to raise it.
Mistake
and as I
number
pushed
2.
through the narrow space, the heavy stone suddenly dropped, sealing me inside. I was trapped.
Tinderbox. I just learned at this point that there's not going to be anything in the 3rd drawer. How about over here? Anything of note? No? No, oh, those are some nice kicks right there, my friend. Very bootylicious. Very bootylicious indeed. What are you? Oh, nothing. Okay. Libri Venteris. Anybody home? Just not gonna look at it. Can't hurt me if I don't look at it, right? Nope, not a thing. can I open this? I really want to open this. Nothing to see here. Everything is fine. I'm running out of oil. Fast. Okay. I'm not even going to pay any attention to the sound of footsteps behind me. Oh, perfect oil. I needed that. I needed that really bad. Okay. Alright, well, right along on our journey we go then. It's nothing. I do not need to concern myself with you, Mr. Stinky Candle. Mr. Stinky Candle. I will light the way. It won't open. It's locked. I feel like those aren't my steps. I have so many tinderboxes right now, there's absolutely no reason for me not to use them. Nope. The creature's in that room, isn't he? I mean, I should not want to approach that noise. But I am somehow drawn to do just that. Okay. Well, just gonna peek in these real quick and yep, just a bunch of scrolls. Pretty commonplace items. Nothing paranormal here. It's just a little bit of structural instability. I mean, look at the place. It's ancient. Wait a minute. Wait, why am I passing out? I clicked the
17th May, 1839. After pounding the unforgiving stone wall for what seemed like an eternity, I realized it was hopeless. I was trapped. I fell to the ground, gasping for air, trying to focus. That's when I saw a faint blue shimmer. My weakened body was heavy to carry, but I managed to push myself toward the enchanting light.
Okay, that's just what we're gonna do here.
Waiting for me, enclosed in dark nothingness.
Something is very much behind me. I can feel it.
To the mystic light.
It won't let me look behind me.
I reached out, closing it in my hands. The faint glow escaped my fingers and began to spark.
Come back, come back, no!
Spirit me away, unlocking alien memories of spiraling towers, endless deserts, and impossible geometry. The next thing I can remember is the grating sound of stone being lifted, the voices of the Arabs pulling me to safety, and grasped firmly in my hands was the broken pieces of a most peculiar relic.
Okay, another tinderbox. We're just gonna keep on rolling, baby. Like nothing even happened. I'm enjoying the slight dazed and the slight dazed look on my 2 tinderboxes and oil. Oh my god, I'm spoiled right now. Just spoiled. Can I like use a tinderbox to light my way? When in game, press F, X button to turn it on. Okay, well I can't like light a match or something. Okay, whatever.
Much of the castle is old and hasn't been tended to for centuries. When the shadow arrives, it won't take long until things start falling apart.
We're just buying time anyway. Let's do what we can.
There isn't much to be done about the wars. We should reinforce weak structures. The ground will tremble and there's a risk everything will cave in on us, especially downstairs.
Like what is exactly happening at this moment?
And there. Let's get the servants working on it.
Servants. Okay. Good job, guys. Okay. Good talk. I should be fragile, but not breakable by hand. Okay, well I need a boomstick. I need something to thwop this boy right here. Oil. Come with me. Attack! You failed me for the last time. Okay. Well, I need something to boop it with. I need a good boop. What was there a noise? The East Wing, Western Hall. Ooh, another tinderbox. Okay, well, I'm just gonna borrow you real quick, permanently. Your sacrifice was quite noble. What about a book? What if I literally threw the book at the wall? Oh, okay. Well. Alrighty then. What about these two? Kingdom of Prussia, Central Prussia. I remember learning about Prussia and world history. Okay. No more oil. None of that ink. Gonna help me. And a stone. That is what I wanted. Yeah. Another flashback.
You have to be swift. When
you activate the first one, you hear that.
You hear that? If it stops, you'll have to start over.
Isn't all this a bit excessive?
That's kind of what I'm feeling.
You can never be too careful, Daniel.
I disagree. I think that's right on the line of it's just a bit too... Hello? One there. But yeah, no, that's just a bit too excessive, my friend. You need to let loose. And Bushki. What about if I... Yes! Altstag and Brenberg Castle, 1801. Another region rich with lore is Alstad. Deep within the East Prussian woods, for centuries there have been stories surrounding the hamlet and its neighbors. But Castle Brennenburg, the quiet, forest-clad mountains dressed with scattered lakes, is as picturesque as can be, albeit the area is haunted by the dark. Ask any local and you'll hear proof of the widespread superstition. All travelers should indulge themselves in such conversations, since it will certainly serve as exciting entertainment. All of them have their own twists on the tales, but there are some motifs that keep reappearing. The Gatherers. This story reaches all the way back to the time of the 30 Years' War. It said that soldiers who abandoned their duty got lost in the cold, dark woods and were forever damned to roam the grounds. Their bodies, wrought by their tainted souls, have left them disfigured and empty of essence. Many have cited them over the years and described them as horrid revenants. They move silently through the woods, shying away from any beholder. They are called the Gatherers, as they seem to follow some ambition to steal living creatures. It is their prey which can be heard struggling inside damp burlap sacks, dragged behind them, which reveal their presence. What dark scheme do they follow? A visit undone. Heinrich Cornwallis Agrippa, the well-known erudite, visited Altstadt at the start of the 16th century. He resided in the local inn for the fortnight as he looked for the remnants of the kingdom's past. During his stay, all the prominent members of society paid notice, and he is mentioned in the records of time. One day he goes on to investigate the borough in the northwest glades, only being ever seen again. Heinrich is known to have passed away in Grenoble. Some 10 years later, dismissed the notion of ever visiting Altstadt, which makes you wonder what really happened. Who's the mysterious man who visited the sleepy hamlet in the woods? What happened to him? Blah, blah, blah. The immortal Baron. The Baron of Brennenburg lives in a reclusive life with his family at the castle nearby Alstad. And like most of his noble birth, rumors are inherited alongside with the title. Researching the history reveals that little before the castle was consumed by fire in the late 16th century. It was rebuilt by Alexander, a nobleman from Rhineland, claiming his role as protector of the Prussian state. Alexander helped the region to flourish and remained popular throughout his presumed lifetime. The family has always been secretive when it comes to lineage and heritage. Therefore, the birth and death of Alexander and his offspring have never been fully recorded. This has fed the idea that the Baron is in fact one and the same who came from the west over 300 years ago, lived through the time of the occupation, and joined the coveted Black Eagle, along with the great leaders of his journey. So what, he just lived forever? I don't know about that one. That seems a little bit suspicious. My name's Daniel. I got an eye for the things that are a little bit suspicious. If you know what I'm saying. It won't open. It's locked. Beautiful. Glad. Great. Thankful. Awesome. Glad I just, wasted my time. Back in, I go to figure out why this is locked. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. There's clearly something I am missing from inside this room. It's just a little book. Just a little book. Interesting characters like me named Daniel have no need for such rudimentary I see. A draft and a faint light are coming from my hand. There must be a way in. There's got to be a way in. So what if I Oh, clearly it's the books. Just gotta yoop these guys right off and everything will be just fine, I promise. Come here. But can I like squish it? No. Oh, that's right. The thing he was telling me about. Oh, I get it now. I get it now. Okay, how many are there? So there is. One, two, three. Oh! Easy peasy. Lemon squeeze me. I already knew. Man. Yeah, I'm gonna light the fire in celebration of my success. Okay. Just gonna take a little pixies in here. Anything of interest, of note behind bookshelf number 1? No? Okay, that is fine. Ah, the key to the wine cellar. You don't scare me. I'm just a concerned citizen for the sake of everyone else around me. Wilhelm and his fools have endangered my research long enough with their absent-minded handling of the human vessels. The sheriff is keeping a watchful eye on the forest and is killing my trusty servants. It's just a matter of time until they follow the trail of Brennenburg. I need to lock Wilhelm and his man up to avoid further investigations from the public. The wine cellar will therefore be sealed off until the matter's been handled. Either the king's men leave or they will starve, whatever comes first. They can rot for all I care. Maybe I'll feed them some wine. It would solve a tense on both. It would, in a sense, solve both of my problems. Okay. Well, unfortunately, that is all the time I have for this episode. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch my silly little self play Amnesia: The Dark Descent. I am looking forward to seeing exactly where this game takes me. But for today, know you are loved. Please take care of yourself. And I will see you next time. Peace.